Welcome Aquarius to your supermoon reading as we take a look at the astrology as well as the oracle and tarot cards to get a look at what is happening perhaps in your energies at this time, what may be affecting you. So from the astrology standpoint, the moon is glimmering through the sky in your name, encouraging you to feel your feelings. For reference, think back to when the new moon that took place in your sign back in January of this year. Your seeds of intentions are coming to fruition, and with your co-rulers Uranus and Saturn retrograde bringing emphasis to your overall sense of security, chances are this revolves around your living situation, if not a family investment. On a more challenging note, Mercury will be making a direct opposition to Taskmaster Saturn in your money sector, which can be financially stressful and or generally ambiguous. However, there are other energies supporting your full circle moment, some of which are already helping you come back to yourself. Wow. So definitely it's asking you to, really be in your feelings at this time and go with the flow. Like if you're feeling a little bit happier on a given day, great, go with it, and encourage that energy. If you're not feeling so good and you feel like you need to step back and maybe not be around people, release your emotions or whatever the case may be. This is really about honoring yourself at this time, Aquarius, all right? So take a nice slow deep breath, watch your ears, and blow it out when you are ready. Thank you so much, angels, ancestors, way showers, and guides. We honor you for this circle of protection and wisdom for Aquarius. Calling back our power as we return evil eye to center. Let's see what's going on for Aquarius, shall we? How's everybody doing out there? I hope you are well. Yes, I do. All right, Aquarius, what's coming up for you at this time? A little bit of a heavier energy perhaps as you're trying to get into your feels, but maybe not in too overwhelming of a way. Tenderness for sure. True love and compassion. And I do feel like this is self-love, courage, strength, fierceness, and family. So this really is, honoring your feelings. Maybe you're having to stand up to your family, but trying to do so in a loving way is really what I feel like is coming out here today. Family could be the reason why you're in this place, of needing to love yourself and be kind to yourself. Maybe there was a decision that was made to cut ties, or separate from a family member. Deep emotions, unknown feelings, past life influences. Yeah, you definitely could be tapping into some past life type of things going on here. Maybe you are having some memories or flashbacks, dreams that maybe don't totally make sense, but they could be surrounding family members that you could be in conflict with at this time. But I'm feeling like you're trying to love yourself and be kind to yourself as you're figuring this out. Decisive focus, sacred action. Yeah, you've got two of these same type of cards here. You could be dealing with someone, that's not, maybe they're a little brother or sister or something of that nature. Maybe somebody who's just kind of annoying you. Again, this could be a past life thing, shamanic journey. You could definitely could be doing a past life regression or something of that nature, getting an attunement. Yeah. Very interesting though, because there is a lot to be said about all of that, but I don't want to delve too much into it here. But for those of you that are interested, I actually do past life regressions in hypnosis. So do reach out if that is something that you are being affected by and want to learn more about, Aquarius. But here is your affirmation for this tenderness card. I open my heart and my life to true love. I deserve tender kindness from others, and I give it to myself. All right, so maybe you had to cut out somebody who wasn't being so kind to you, maybe has never been very kind to you perhaps, and you just finally had the courage to stand up for yourself. And set yourself free. You tried for a long time perhaps to mend things with somebody, to heal things, to try to let your relationship grow. But I feel like you had to perhaps walk away at some point with that Eight of Pentacles. You just put you didn't ever, it feels like you never really got support from your family, so you just had to take over the reins and take care of yourself. Two of Wands coming out here today. Maybe you felt like you weren't supported when you had to make a decision about a path that, a decision, direction that you needed to take. Maybe this didn't make you very happy, that it felt like you were all alone and that you didn't have anybody to help support you when you were trying to make such an important decision. It looks like this was when you were first, could have been young, first going out into the world. Maybe you didn't feel like there was anybody to help give you finances if you were, but at the same time, it could have been one of those situations if you grew up when I did, where they were pretty much like your parents. There was a lot of unhappiness and disappointment. It was almost like you weren't happy at home anyway, but it's like, almost like just being thrown out into the world, right? And not knowing exactly where to go or what to do. Not feeling like you totally had everything in place. Like, how do I handle this situation if this comes up? Just kind of like feeling like perhaps you never even learned any basic life skills or something of that nature. So tenderness, true love, and compassion. Ooh, yeah, you definitely have put up your boundaries. You've learned from your past, from all the people who have hurt you with that Nine of Wands energy. With the Seven of Wands, that could be standing up for yourself, holding your own boundaries, being kind to yourself, loving yourself enough to cut those people out. Again, perhaps 707 that were causing you that hurt. It's like, no, I'm not going to let you in my home, in my heart, whatever the case may be, any longer. Yes, you definitely have taken the blindfold off. You're not going to allow somebody back in who's confused you in the past. You've learned your lesson. I see somebody who's not going down that path again is what that feels like. Deep emotions. What do we need to know about this? These emotions run deep, but they are coming to an end is what I feel like, because the 2 here with courage, 9 with tenderness, 45 coming to a 9 with deep emotions. You know what I mean? 2 of Cups energy, definitely you are a more balanced person now within yourself. This is a union that can be partnership, in business. It can be a partnership with yourself, a union with yourself. No longer looking for the knight and white shining armor and all of that good stuff to come and save you. You've learned your lesson from depending too much on people, not having your own autonomy, not being able to take care of yourself. You know what I mean? And you definitely can think on your feet. You've been through enough situations that you know what you're not going to allow to happen to you again. So I feel like you're always thinking about the next step, always keeping your thinking cap on with that deep emotions and past life. This definitely could be someone that you feel like you've had this same experience with. And usually when you have very strong, emotional connections with people, that's hard to explain. That usually is one of those types of relationships as far as past life, if you will. But I feel like you're blocking out, again, 9/11, anything that causes you concern, anything that, perhaps there's a mistress in the background, whatever the case may be. Anybody that wants to try, though, that to in some way hold you back, that's working against you. I feel in general, Aquarius, there definitely just is going to be an evaluation, especially if there are any past people that try to come back. I feel like they're already going to be, taking a closer look at any situation and being more cautious, which is definitely a great idea. Okay, so hit the like button if this is resonating at all. Let me know down in the comments. Subscribe and hit the bell notification so you don't miss any readings. And if you'd like to know more if this is resonating, do reach out for a personal reading. All that's in the description box. All right, so surrender to the divine, full moon energy. Definitely time to let this situation go. 10, 11 coming out on the timer now. You know, it really is a time to just move into that new world energy. It's like that 0 point energy. You're moving in a new direction. You may not know exactly where you're going, but this isn't your first rodeo is what I heard. So just know that you got to work through your fears. Whatever the territory is, it's always going to be new. It's always going to be a little scary. But what's assured is that as long as you ask God, the divine, whatever you consider to be your higher power, to support you as you go throughout your experience, everything's going to be taken care of. If you really trust in your higher power, you would know that. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon and Leo energy, so definitely don't get into any heated arguments with anybody. Just know where they belong, and keep your boundaries up. You know what you know, all right? And don't allow anybody to try to bullshit you or to try to show you any different from what you've already seen. Trust in what people show you, all right? That is who they truly are. Let's see what love is coming out for us today. Messages of love for Aquarius. Ooh, soulmate energy. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this, and they will manifest physically. Beautiful. So have no fear. You will definitely have love again, is what this is saying. Embrace says through each other you find the missing pieces, and this next person, or even this past person, they've taught you a lot, but maybe now this will really help prepare you for that next person. And maybe you'll both be in the right place to really bring something beautiful together, right? No more of that lack mentality, 12-12, knowing that you are equally yoked. All right, guys, let's get an answer to your question, shall we? In 3, 2, and 1. Woo, that was a good one. So the answer is yes, Aquarius. I love it. Beautiful. So you guys stay safe, and until the next time, blessings. 1, 2, 3, 4.